you for calling the non-emergent vet clinic. How may I help you? Hi, this is Joe Smith with Luna, and I need to get my dog in for an exam. Okay, of course, Mr. Smith. Can you tell me what's going on with Luna? Yeah, so she's been vomiting. She's also been straining to poop and hasn't been able to for 2 days. She's really lethargic, not wanting to eat, and she's just kind of laying in the middle of the floor panting. Okay, that sounds serious. That's been happening for a few days. Has she eaten anything out of the normal? That darn dog, she just gets into my socks and underwear all the time. So I'm pretty sure she just ate a bunch of them, no big deal. That is a very big deal. Your dog could possibly have a bowel obstruction. You're going to need to take her to the emergency vet immediately. I just want to take her into you guys. I'm not going to be able to come in, though, probably for a few days. Sir, this cannot wait a few days, especially since it has already been a few days. You do need to take your dog to the emergency vet. Do you know the ones in your area? Do you need me to help you look them up? Why can't I take her to you? You don't want to help my dog? Sir, I'm doing everything I can right now to help your sweet Luna girl. She needs to go to the ER. Could be a possible foreign body if she has ingested a bunch of socks and underwear. I'll think about it. That just sounds really expensive. Sir, take your dog to the ER now. Hi, thank you both clients for coming in the door at the exact same time. I'll be right with you, ma'am, okay? Okay, I'll wait. Hi, Miss Smith. This is for you from our clinic. We are, again, so very sorry for your loss. I know no words or material items will ease the pain, but we are, again, very sorry. We are here for you. Within this sympathy care package, there is a sympathy card that we all have signed. There is a clay impression of your sweet baby angel's paw, and just a few other little things in there, okay? Thank you so much, sweetheart. It's just really hard being even in this lobby right now. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go. You guys have been the best vet for these past 15 years. And again, thank you. Of course, give us a call if you need anything, okay? Okay. Sorry for the wait, ma'am. How may I help you? I'm sorry, but that was incredibly rude of you. I'm sorry. What's wrong? I was in here first. And I'm a paying customer. I'm buying this food right now. Okay, I'm not sure what that has to do with anything, but I do have your 2 cases of food put in for your healthy dog, and the card reader is ready for you. I just had no idea that we prioritize clients who aren't paying over clients who are clearly trying to purchase things right now. I am giving you my money. Ma'am, this is definitely not a conversation I'm going to have with you. I bet she would give anything in the world to be standing here right now in front of me purchasing dog food for her healthy dog instead of getting a free sympathy care package that our clinic does complimentary for everybody when they have to make the very difficult decision with their pet. It just doesn't make sense to me because I'm giving you money and she walked out of here with something for free. I'm in a hurry. I have 12 million children that I have to go pick up at school, so please check me out right now. Ma'am, none of this is your business at all, but it was very clear that she was having a difficult time even being in this lobby right now. So every single time I will go and help her first before checking you out for food. And one day you're going to want the same sympathy and empathy when, unfortunately, the cycle of life happens and it's ready for you. Welcome into the vet clinic. How may I help you? Wow, those are quite a lot of tattoos that you have. Thank you. I'm going to take that as a compliment. What's your pet's name so I can get you checked in? Well, what do they mean? Do they have meaning behind them? Some of them have meaning, but not all of them. So again, what's your first and last name? So you went and got something marked on your body permanently. You do know they're permanent, right? That has little to no meaning to you at all? Not that it's much of your business. Some of them have a lot of meaning that I would never talk to a stranger about. And then some of them have no meaning because I just thought that they were pretty or I liked the style. So what is your first and last name? I personally would never get a tattoo on my body that was forever that I wasn't comfortable sharing the meaning of with everybody. You have it on your body. That means you're seeking some kind of attention or validation. So just tell me the meaning of it. What does it mean to you? Why did you get it done? Ma'am, this is a vet clinic. Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume from the schedule that you are the 3:30 appointment. I'm going to go ahead and get you checked in with Henderson. so you can just take a seat because we're not going to be talking about my tattoos anymore. Have a good day. Don't get defensive because that probably means there's a hint of regret lingering. Your tattoos are very artful, and I guess art is subjective to the viewer. So I'm going to take a seat with my dog. Just food for thought. Food for thought. Food for thought. Okay, yeah. Take a seat. Hi, welcome aboard the airline. Can I get y'all started with anything to drink? By the way, just a heads up, we are out of orange juice, but we have everything else. Yeah, I'll take a mimosa with orange juice, please. Okay, unfortunately though, we are out of orange juice. So do you just want a glass of champagne, or is there another juice preference that you would like in your mimosa? I don't think she gets it, does she? This is my bachelorette party and my theme is doses and mimosas, so we'll do mimosas. That's a really cute theme, and congratulations on getting married, but yeah, we don't have any orange juice. But how are you out of the most common juice in the whole entire world? Just go ask the other flight attendants to borrow a bottle. Yes, none of the other flight attendants would have orange juice. Again, our carts didn't get, unfortunately, stocked with it at the last stop. They didn't have any. Supplier issue, doesn't matter, but we don't have any orange juice. We do have apple juice. I don't know if that probably wouldn't go well. We have cranberry juice, we have cran apple. It's my bachelorette party, and as the bride, as the one getting married, we want orange juice in our mimosas. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you some time to think about it and let it soak in that we don't have any orange juice, and I will be right back with you, okay? Ma'am, God, she's like the worst flight attendant ever. Ma'am. Hi, yes ma'am, did you decide on what you'd like to drink? Yeah, instead of a mimosa, I'll take a screwdriver, please. Okay, a screwdriver is vodka and orange juice. And orange juice. We don't have any orange juice. So what other, do you want a vodka cranberry? What would you like? Welcome aboard the airline. What seems to be the issue right now? The issue is that this lady is in my seat right now next to my husband. No, I'm not. This is my seat. Okay, do you mind showing me both of your tickets? I'm sure we can get this figured out really quickly. Yes, of course. How embarrassing for this woman. Okay, so ma'am, it looks like you actually are in 22F. So you're all the way down there in the aisle. She is 2F, so she is in the correct seat. That man right there is my husband, and I asked her to switch seats with me and she won't. I understand, but this is her seat though. So she did purchase this particular seat and you are 22F. Unless she's willing to switch with you, you do need to go back to your seat, ma'am. You are holding up the line. I don't want this random lady sitting next to my husband. She should just switch with me. That is the polite and kind thing. I paid for this seat because this is a long flight and I do need to log on and work. I did book this flight about 8 months ago, and the price difference between economy and first is a lot. Ma'am, I am gonna need you though to go back to your seat, please. 22F is right down there. If you have any other questions, please come up here and let us know, but we do need to move along with the boarding process. I will be flying in first class today and I will be sitting next to my husband. So ma'am, I understand that you want to sit next to your husband, but she did buy this seat well in advance. As she said, she wants the seat. She is going to be working. This is a very long flight. Your seat is 22F, not 2F. I'm going to need you, this is the last time I'm going to ask, to please go sit down at your seat. But what about the children? Isn't it your job to keep families together? What is your flight attendant number? What is this flight number? This is so embarrassing for you, ma'am. This situation doesn't apply to children. I do feel like when families fly, they either buy the tickets in advance or they do hope that somebody will switch with them. Regardless, your seat is back there, okay? Go take a seat. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Ma'am, I need you to please take a seat with your seatbelt fastened. We are actively taxiing and going to be taking off at any moment now. It's fine. Worry about yourself. Don't be so nosy. I need to get my laptop, my headphones, my charger, my laptop charger, my phone chargers. Ma'am, if you don't sit down right now, I'm going to have to let the pilot know that we have an unsecured passenger and we are not cleared to take off because you're standing. So please take a seat. I don't care if I'm breaking some kind of airline law. The pilot can tell me, not you. Oh my gosh. Hi, it's Ashley. Yes, we have a passenger in first class standing. Yes, she will not sit down and she would like to hear from the pilot. Thank you. I can't believe that you would have the pilot single me out over the intercom. This is the most embarrassing day of my life. I understand, and thank you for sitting back down, but the seatbelt sign is on. We are actively taxiing. We're about to take off at any moment now. This is for your safety and for the safety of those around you. You can get all of those things once we're in the air and the seatbelt sign has been turned off. So please buckle your seatbelt. This is absolutely ridiculous. I've never had someone tell me to sit back down there. You've never had someone tell you when you're about to take off on an airplane that it's okay for you to be standing in the middle of the aisle looking for things, rummaging through the overhead bins. No one's ever... Okay, yeah. Thank you for sitting. Take a seat. Welcome into the vet clinic. How may I help you? I don't have time for pleasantries. I have a flight I need to catch. I'm dropping off my dog for boarding. Not that hard. Good evening to you too. What's your first and last name so I can get your dog checked in? Carrie Fisher with Layla. Okay, I don't see a boarding reservation for Layla under Carrie Fisher. Is it under a different last name or maybe a different name altogether? I didn't make a reservation. I'm just coming in to drop my dog off for the weekend. Okay, so this is a holiday weekend and we've been booked up for a few months now. I can recommend you to a few boarding facilities right down the road that may be able to get you in right now, but I can't guarantee it. What the heck are you talking about? This is gonna ruin everything. You are gonna ruin my vacation plans. Do you not understand what this is gonna do to me? I don't know how you not planning accordingly is my fault. But again, we don't have any room. Let me see. Yeah, we don't even have any of our overbook runs available because we are completely 100% at max capacity. Okay, well, I need you to move something around, cancel someone's appointment who hasn't dropped off yet. This trip is really important to me, so I'm literally going to the airport right now. I don't know what to tell you, so make it work. Here are the name of the boarding facilities right down the road that may be able to help you. I cannot help you. So is there anything else I can do for you today? You'll be hearing from me, ma'am. Don't you worry about that, little missy. You'll be hearing from me. I have full faith that I will be hearing from you. Okay, have a good day. I hope you can find what you're looking for. Yeah, I know. Good morning. Welcome to the vet clinic. How may I help you? It's under Gillis. Yeah. No, I know. That's what I was telling her. I was like, you have to get your kids in school there. Literally the day that they're born, they're never going to be able to get in, you know? It doesn't look like we have the name Gillis under any services today. What are you bringing your dog in for? Yeah, I know. Right. Gillis with a G, not a J. Okay, would it maybe, be under a different last name? Or what service are you here for today? It's Gillis, and I'm in a hurry. Okay, well, I'm just gonna wait till you're done talking on the phone. Yeah, I know. I don't know how her kid got in there. I think they had to pay off the school or something. Ma'am, what is taking so long? Ma'am, as I've stated several times now, I can't find your reservation. So would it be under a different last name or are you at the right clinic? I always drop off my dog here and there's never this long of a wait. It's under Gillis. Gillis. Okay, we don't have a reservation under Gillis for today and we don't even have a client's last name Gillis in our system. I'm gonna have to call you back. Clearly this receptionist didn't get into the kindergarten schools that we're trying to get our kids into at an early age. I'm in a hurry. Can we get this going? I need to go to work. I need to drop off my kids. I come to Boulevard all of the time. What is taking so long? Okay, so this isn't Boulevard Clinic. This is the corner clinic. Well, why didn't you tell me in the beginning that this wasn't Boulevard Clinic and that I was at the wrong clinic and that you couldn't find my reservation? Yeah, I've been trying to talk to you for the past 5 minutes. Boulevard's right down the road. Welcome into the vet clinic. How may I help you? My dog had an accident. Okay, that's no problem at all. Did he have one in here or were you outside? He had one outside in the grassy areas. Okay, what is your first and last name so I can see if we need a sample from you? And there are baggies out there. Were you able to get his stool and put it in a baggie? My name is Amanda Smith. And no, I did not clean up his poop outside. That doesn't sound like my job, does it? No problem. And while we're on the subject of what is our jobs, I feel like that the techs can just get the sample for poop in the back. I don't know why I need to be bringing it to you. Okay, well the fecal test is totally optional. If you don't want to bring it, you don't have to. But sometimes dogs don't use the restroom while they're here at the clinic. We do see them just for a short amount of time, and sometimes dogs do hold it when they get nervous and different things like that. So that's why we recommend bringing it to your appointment. Okay, well, the sample's outside if you want to go and grab it. Yes, I will be delighted to go out there and grab your dog's fecal. But you are all checked in, and the nurse will be up shortly if you don't mind just taking the seat. And there were also some worms in his stool. I hope they didn't crawl away in the grass. There were worms in his stool, and you left it out there in the grass. Of course you did. Of course you did. Why would you not do that? Honestly, would be the better question. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go clean it up and clean the area very well. So please take a seat. Thanks for calling the vet clinic on this rainy day. How may I help you? I need to reschedule my appointment. I'm not going to be able to drive in the rain today. Okay, what is your first and last name so I can look up your appointment, and then I can let you know some other availability that we have. It's Carl Smith with Floofy-doofyy. Yes, I do see that you are down for today at 4:30. Our next availability for a vaccine appointment would be from 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks? I can't control the weather. Why is that my fault? I do apologize. That is our very soonest. I can put you down on our cancellation list. But if you're wanting to reschedule, that's all that we have. I feel like you could do better though. I feel like because it's raining and I can't control the weather, that you should be able to get me in at least tomorrow. Yes, sir, I do understand, but our clinic is open today, and we do have clients, who are here and who are coming in a little bit later. We have had a few people reschedule, but again, the first one that we have would be 2 weeks from today. Absolutely ridiculous. This is completely out of my control, and now you're not even trying to help me out. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and put you down on our cancellation list, and we'll give you a call if something opens up. But what if it's raining that day? Then I have to wait another 2 weeks? I can't control the weather either, and there may be a slight possibility on any day that it could rain. Well, please put me down on a day where it's absolutely not going to be raining. 100% certainty, no rain. I can't guarantee the weather, but we'll give you a call if something opens up before 2 weeks. Have a good day. Thank you for calling the vet clinic. Hi, I'm just calling to ask why you guys don't answer your Facebook messages. And those are not monitored regularly, but you're always free to give us a call if you're trying to reach us, or you can do an appointment through our website. But then what's the point of having a Facebook if you're not going to answer your DMs? More just for updates on the clinic and different things like that. It's not for any medical advice or for scheduling appointments. Well, my dog's been sick for about 3 weeks now, and because you guys haven't been messaging me back on Facebook, I had to take him to the ER. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you had to take him to the ER. So you are a current client here with us, I assume. What's your first and last name? And I can call the ER and get that report transferred over here. No, I'm not a client with you guys. A friend of a friend recommended you. But I'm not going to be coming to you based on this quality of customer service. Okay, I do apologize. Again, yeah, we don't check it, but there are many other ways to contact us as you are calling right now. So is there anything else I can do for you? I'm going to be leaving a Facebook review about this. Okay, yeah, have a good day. Thank you for calling the vet clinic. How may I help you? Hi, I need to drop off my dog for boarding, please. Okay, of course. What is your first and last name, and what are the dates that you're looking for? My name is Amanda Jones with Floofy-doofyy, and I need to drop him off this coming Saturday at 7 to 8 p.m. Okay, so we do have room for a drop-off on this coming Saturday, but we do close at noon on Saturdays, so we wouldn't be open for a 7 p.m. drop-off. Yes, 7 p.m. drop-off would be great. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe the phone cut out a little bit, but we don't have 7 to 8 p.m. drop-offs. We do close at noon on Saturdays, so you'd have to be here before, or you can come on Friday. We are open a bit later. No, you see, my flight is really early on Sunday, and I don't have time to come any earlier on Saturday, so I'm going to be there at 7 p.m. to drop off my dog on Saturday. If you do come on Saturday at 7 p.m., nobody will be here. The clinic will be closed. We won't be able to do anything. Is there any way you can drop off earlier on Saturday? Okay, great. 7 p.m. I'll be there. Thanks so much. Have a good day. I appreciate y'all helping me out. Oh no. I went to drop off my dog at the vet clinic and nobody was there. They said that they were going to wait for me and be open, and they weren't there. Email to the manager, email to everybody on my contact list, post on Facebook. This is ridiculous. What kind of quality customer care service is this? Here's the breakdown of price for our boarding facility charges. Do you have any questions? No, I don't have questions, and I do want to add on the additional playtime, the additional walks. Okay, I will definitely add that onto your chart for you. Anything else? And I see here that there's a price associated with all of the additional services. I don't want to pay for them. I want to get them for free. Yes, there is additional price on them because each boarding area already comes with an allotted amount of walking and playtime and different things like that. So any additional time does cost extra. I know how this game works. Go get the manager because I'm sure she'll waive it for me. I can go ask her, but this is not something that we waive if you're wanting to purchase the a la carte additional items for your dog's boarding. We do require payment for them. Stop talking. Just go ask the manager, like, please. Hey, Amanda, I have a quick question. Hey, what's going on? We have a client up front who is boarding their dog and she wants to do additional walks and additional playtime, but she doesn't want to pay the fee. She does want it to be free to her. And she told me to come and grab the manager. Okay, just tell her this one time we'll waive it for her. I don't have time to deal with this right now and to go up there and fight with her. Yeah, just this one time we'll do it, but let her know. Right, okay, I'll let her know, because it is always only ever one time and they never come back demanding the same thing over and over again. I'll go let her know. Are you not bringing the manager back along with you, sweetheart? The manager did say that we can give you these services for free just this one time. I will go ahead and put on there the additional walks and the additional playtime. Is there anything else I can do for you today? See, this is why I always ask for the manager, because managers are so accommodating and you guys just block our way from high quality customer care service and the experience that we're gonna have here. Thank you for going and getting your manager. Thank you to the manager. I will make sure I ask for the manager every time I come in here because I know that she's gonna help me. Have a good day. Yes, have a good day, ma'am. We'll see you later. Thank you for calling the vet clinic. How may I help you? I need to get a refill of my Enalapril. Okay, I can definitely get you a refill of the Enalapril. Okay, thank you, the Enalapril. And then I also need to get a few of his vaccines updated, but I don't want to do the temperament vaccine because he's fine. He doesn't have a temper. Okay, I assume you're talking about the distemper vaccine, and the distemper vaccine doesn't have anything to do with temperament. Okay, whatever. And then at the same time, I need to get his booty popped. What do you mean get his booty popped? You know, when they squeeze out all of the fluids from his rear end and they pop it like a pimple. Okay, yes ma'am, we can definitely express his anal glands for him while he's here. Okay, and just one more thing. I need to get the neck guard updated too. Can I just pick that up whenever I come in? Yes ma'am, we can definitely fill your dog's neck guard for you. Anything else? Sounds good, I'll pick up the neck guard then. Thank you. Hi sir, welcome into the vet clinic. How may I help you? I'm here to pick up a medication for my cat under Joe Smith. Okay, of course, let me take a look. Joe Smith. I don't see any medication ready for Joe Smith. Would it be under maybe a different last name? Don't you think if it was under a different last name, I would have given that said last name? I called you yesterday and you said it would be filled today. What kind of medication were you picking up? Oh my gosh, I'm just picking up gabapentin for my cat. It's really not that hard. Okay, it doesn't look like we have any gabapentin refills even pending or ready to be picked up. Are you sure that this is the right clinic? Yes, of course. This is the clinic off of Highway 14. Thus why I am here. We are not the clinic off of Highway 14. I do apologize for the inconvenience. That clinic is about 20 minutes south from here. Okay. Is there anything else that I can help you with? Yeah, I'm here to pick up the gabapentin. You can just get it transferred over here. Have we seen you here at this clinic before, or do you usually go to the clinic off of Highway 14? I've never been here, but it's not hard to get a prescription transferred to a different pharmacy. So in order to get the medication filled here, we would have to establish you as a client, and the doctor would therefore have to prescribe the medication. There's no way to transfer that medication over here without you being a client here first. Shouldn't you be trying to accommodate me since I'm a new client and you're gonna lose out on business? I drove all the way over here. I want it filled here. Okay, so there are only two options. I can either schedule you here for an appointment to see the doctor, but you wouldn't be able to get the gabapentin today because we don't have anything. Or you can drive over there and pick it up there. Which one would you like? I think you could just call them though and ask if the doctor over there would be okay with having the doctor here fill it. They're probably friends. We have to see you here at this clinic first. And then the doctor here would have to approve that. Again, we don't have anything for a few days. So what else can I do for you today? Excuse me, ma'am, this wait time is completely ridiculous. Hi, ma'am, I just checked you in about a minute ago. They should be up any second to grab your clipboard. Well, what's the point of even making a reservation if y'all are gonna be this far behind? Ma'am, we're not behind. It's only been a minute. The tech will be right up whenever they're finished. Oh, I know, my sweet doggy. I know we hate being at the vet, but it's just taking forever. Don't worry, it'll just be a few more minutes. I just want to cancel my appointment because this is ridiculous. It's been 120 seconds, 121, and 122 seconds since I checked in. I'd like to just go ahead and cancel. Okay, again, yeah, it's only been a couple of minutes, but if you do need to cancel your appointment because you have somewhere to be right now, we can definitely get it rescheduled for you. You're not even going to try to fight for me to stay here? You don't want my money, you don't want my business, you don't want my time? The lobby is full of people that are very patiently waiting, and we do have a really long cancellation list. I'm sure if I called somebody who lives in this area, they'd be able to come up here and take your spot, since again, it is only 2 minutes into your appointment time, and the nurse is about to be free anyways. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to sit and wait, my little doofy. I'm just gonna stare at you this whole time. Right on. Right on. They should be up shortly. I assume you want to keep your appointment. Hi, welcome to the vet clinic. Yeah, I'm gonna need an itemized receipt for when my son brought my dog in here yesterday. Okay, I can get that for you. What's your first and last name? I just think it's ridiculous that you guys took advantage of him like that. What do you mean took advantage of him? My card got charged for over $500. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I need the itemized receipt. I'll look it up for you, but what is your first and last name or your pet's name on the chart? It's Karen Smith with floofydoofyy, and this is why I'm never sending my son back here. Okay, Karen Smith, I do see that right here. It looks like we did a full yearly along with the senior screen as well. So yes, that would total around, over $500. Just for the doctor to check his heart and make sure that he's okay, that's $500 these days. That's not exactly what happened. He did, of course, check his heart, but we did the exam, we did all of the vaccines, we did the fecal heartworm test, we also did the senior screen. It looks like you got sent with heartworm preventative as well. Heartworm preventative? I've never given my dog heartworm preventative, so you just talked my son into all of this without me being present and giving approval? How old is your son, ma'am? He's a full-grown adult, but I still pay for everything for him, so I just monitor the cards really closely. Okay, here's the itemized receipt, and the signed estimate is attached to it as well, showing that he did sign off on everything along with the heartworm preventative. Let me know if you have any questions. I just don't know how you have a conscience scamming little boys like that. Or not scamming any children like you just said your son is a full-grown adult. So, again, let me know if you have any questions about the invoice, okay? I'd be happy to clear anything up for you. Thank you for calling the vet clinic. How may I help you? Hi, I've never been there and I need to make an appointment. Okay, of course, yeah, we actually had a few cancellations for our new client appointments. So we have some this week and it looks like into the next week as well. Do you have a preference? Obviously, my preference would be the soonest. Okay, yes, it looks like our soonest would be this coming Friday. We have an 8 a.m. and it would be with Dr. Smith. Is that okay? You're not even gonna give me an option of what doctors I can see? Okay, do you have a preference? Why would I have a preference if I've never been there before? Okay, yeah, exactly. So the soonest appointment would be with Dr. Smith, unless, you looked at our website and you saw the other doctors that we have here and you'd like to see one of them. I don't know who Dr. Smith is. I don't know who any of the doctors are, so I don't think I would have a preference. Okay, then we'll go ahead and we'll just see Dr. Smith because he is the one that is available the soonest. What is your first and last name so I can get you in the system? And then what's going on? Is it just for vaccines or is there something medical? Well, if something medical was going on, I would hope that I could get in and be seen before Friday. Yes, once you are an established client here with us, then we do walk-in work in like emergencies where if something's happening, we would be able to work you in between our appointments. And which doctor would I be seeing whenever I do my walk-in work-ins? Would I always just be stuck with Dr. Smith? When will I be able to choose what doctor I want? Sir, you're more than welcome to pick which doctor you want right now. Dr. Smith is just the first one that has availability. This is very interesting. I concur. But do you mind giving me your first and last name so I can get you in for this appointment? And again, is it wellness or is it medical? It'll just be for wellness, I guess. Okay, and what is your first and last name so I can get you put in the system, please? It is Henry. Okay, is Henry your first name? Is Henry your last name? Do you have a first and last name, sir? It's Henry Allen. Okay, your appointment is all scheduled. If you could just bring records, any vaccine history or any medical history that we need to be aware of. I'm not calling every clinic that I've ever been to get records. That's fine. That's fine. I can call. So can you maybe just give me the names of the clinics and I don't mind calling them for you, okay? I have no idea. I'm not sure how I would know that. Why would you know that? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, we will see you then and we will figure out the record situation, okay? Have a good day. Hi, welcome to the vet clinic. How can I help you? Hi, I need to exchange this for a bigger one, please. Yeah, of course, no problem. It looks like it's toothpaste, and yes, we do have a bigger size of the toothpaste. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, hi. Sorry, yes. So there is a difference between the sample size toothpaste and the bigger one that you're getting. So let me just put that in. No, you see, I didn't pay anything the first time because this was a sample. So I'm going to go. Have a great day. Yes, it was a free sample because you recently did get your dog's teeth cleaned. But if you are wanting a bigger size of the toothpaste, you do have to pay for that toothpaste. It is not a sample size. But I didn't bring my wallet and I have my kids in the car and I didn't expect to have to come in here and to pay anything. Yes, in order to purchase a product from here, we do require payment for it. So you can't just honor the fact that I had a sample before and I want the bigger size of it. Well, it doesn't really look like you've used your sample product yet. So if you want to use the sample toothpaste, you're more than welcome to see if you like it. And then if you do like it, you can come back here and you can purchase the full size bottle of the dog toothpaste. But why would I have to pay money for a product that you guys give out for free? Okay, yes, again, we gave it to you for free because it was just a sample. We didn't give the full size out for free. Okay, then I'll have 20 sample bottles, please. That's not how this works. As the customer, you're gonna honor that. Ma'am, there are two options. You can either return home with the sample to see if you like it enough to purchase it, or you can go ahead and just purchase the toothpaste. The full size is $20, so that is completely up to you. But other than that, that is all I can do for you. You'll be hearing from me. Okay, have a good day. Okay, so you just want to get this food for today, sir? Yes, just the food, and I do have a coupon. Okay, let me take a look. So it looks like this coupon did expire in 2020. We will not be able to accept this. Coupons don't expire, it doesn't matter. They do expire, I'm really sorry. This one is expired, and we won't be able to take this. I was totally depending on that coupon to pay for this food today. Okay, let me look. So we do have a few other coupons if you want to use these instead. They aren't exactly the same. The one that you had is a buy one, get one. And this one is if you buy two, you can get 50% off another one. So you just would have to purchase another one to be eligible for this coupon. They're not running the BOGO coupon anymore at this company. But I've been saving this coupon for 4 years for this moment in time. I understand, but again, we cannot accept an expired coupon, especially one that is this expired. This is from 2020. Again, we do have other coupons though, if you want to take a look at these and let me know if you want one of these applied to your purchase. I think you're running an absolute terrible business. I'm not sure what business model this is, but lots of companies take expired coupons. I'm sure some companies do take expired coupons, maybe if they don't notice that it's expired, but we do send in all of our coupons to the company and then they reimburse us from there. So if we send in coupons from 4 years ago that are expired, we would not be reimbursed for that. Again, these are the current coupons of 2024. I'm gonna dispute this charge with the bank because that's ridiculous. You haven't paid for anything yet, so right now there's nothing to dispute. I'm just gonna take my coupon back and I'm gonna go try to use this somewhere else. You'll be hearing from me. Okay, have a great day. This is Ashley at the vet clinic. How may I help you? Which one is Ashley? Like, which receptionist is Ashley? Yeah, like, have I met you? Do you know who I am? Maybe we've met. I'm not sure who you are. But if you want to give me your first and last name, I can look you up in the system. There's only 2 ladies up front that handle me, so I'm not sure if you've actually ever handled my chart before. I'd be happy to look into it if you wouldn't mind just giving me your first and last name, and then I could see if I recognize your pet. It's Karen Smith with Floofy Doofy, and I really need to talk to somebody who knows me. Okay, Karen Smith, Floofy Doofy. Oh yes, I do know Floofy Doofy. He is such a sweet boy. Are you new? Because I really just don't think I've ever seen you before. I'm not. I've actually been here for 8 years. We've met multiple times on numerous occasions. So what is it that you're needing to get? Because I'm more than happy to help you, or I can transfer you to a different receptionist. Okay, well, you know, I don't know their names, but other people help me. And I just really need to put in a food order. Okay, yeah, I can help you with that. Are you wanting it like shipped to your house, or do you want to come and pick it up here? See, that's what I mean. You don't know what I want. Okay, ma'am, I'm looking at your chart right now, and it looks like you have in the past had food ordered to your home, and then you've also came here and picked it up when you needed it. So are you completely out of food, or are you okay with waiting until it gets shipped to you? See, the other receptionists just know what I want. Okay, well, I'm gonna put you on hold. I'm gonna transfer you to another receptionist because then maybe they can help you better than I can. So just one moment. Okay, you guys are all checked in. If you just want to go take a seat, the nurse should be up here shortly. You're not gonna put me in a room? What do you mean take you to a room? Well, why did they get to go in a room and they don't have to wait out here in the lobby area with everybody else? I want a room. Okay, yes, she was here first, and before you walked in, she was waiting in the lobby. But now it's her turn, so she's being taken into a room. I don't know, I kind of feel like when it's like you're at a restaurant and you just go and sit yourself, you usually get quicker service. So if I go in a room, am I going to get served quicker? It doesn't go by who's put in a room first. It does go by the order of the clipboards and the kind of appointments. There are no rooms open right now. All 5 of the rooms are full because she just went into the last room. So whenever someone is finished, they'll come out and then you are the next in line. It's more just a privacy thing that I have to sit out here in this foyer with all of these other dogs, and she gets to go be in a room just with her and her dog. If you want to come sit over here on this side, there's nobody over there, and there's a few chairs if you want to be a little bit more isolated from everybody. But once a room opens up and the nurse cleans the room, I will put you into that room immediately. All of the doors are closed, so how do you know with 100% certainty that people are in those rooms? When they're free, you will know because they will come out of the room, and then the room will be open, and then the tech will clean it. So we'll be with you shortly. It's really not that hard just to clean a room. Like, it takes 2 seconds to clean. Okay, well, I have nothing else to say right now, so if you just don't mind taking a seat. Thank you for calling the vet clinic. How may I help you? Hi, I have kind of an embarrassing question. No problem, ma'am. Do you want to tell me a little bit about what's going on with your pet and your first and last name? Okay, so my male cat's name is Ember, and it's kind of embarrassing, but he has adult acne, I guess, on his stomach. Adult acne can be common in pets, and where is it on his stomach? Just kind of scattered around his stomach. I've been trying to pop the acne to try to just get some of the fluid out, but nothing comes out, and now his stomach is just really red and irritated. Could it possibly be his nipples? Silly, it can't be his nipples. Male cats don't have nipples. Yes ma'am, male cats can have nipples. They're non-functional like female cat nipples, but yes, male cats can. So is that maybe what you're trying to pop? Can I just bring him in? Because it's definitely acne. I would not be trying to pop nipples. I know what those look like. Okay, of course, yeah, we can definitely get you in for a doctor's exam. We have this coming Friday at 2 p.m. Does that work for you? That's perfect. And please make sure that you document that this is for acne. This is not because my male cat sporadically has nipples. Okay, yes, your appointment is all set and we will see you on Friday. Welcome to the vet clinic. How may I help you? I'm dropping off my dog for boarding and I'm in a hurry. Okay, yeah, well, what's your first and last name so I can get you checked in? It is Frank Lowe. Okay. I don't see a Frank Lowe in our system. Would it be under a different last name? I only have one last name, and it's Lowe. Okay, so we don't have anyone named Lowe dropping off for boarding today or within the next few days, it looks like. Is this the right vet clinic? Yes, when I called to see if you guys had availability for the dates I needed, you said 2 months ago that you did. Okay, and when you called then, did we make you a client profile? Have we seen you here before? Did we make you a reservation for boarding, or were we just checking on the time frames then? I didn't want to do all of that then because I was in a hurry, so I was just checking to see if you had my dates available. So now I'm here to drop off for those dates. Okay, I understand that 2 months ago we did have those dates available, but unfortunately now we don't. And if we've never seen you here before as a client, we would need to get you established first, make sure you're up to date on vaccines before we would be able to board your dog. When I checked on the time frame, I wrote it down. I'm here dropping off for the time frame that I checked on. I don't need a reservation. I already asked. I understand, but there's nothing that we can do right now because we don't have room for boarding. We have not seen you here before, so I can recommend you to some boarding facilities in the area that are just boarding facilities. They're not attached to a vet clinic, so maybe they would have room for you. But when I called 2 months ago, well, there was room, so there should still be room right now. I'm not gonna keep saying it. Without a reservation, we don't have space for you. People call all the time just to see if during certain time frames we do have room. But if we've never seen you here before, and we didn't make you a reservation, and you didn't have time then to become a client with us, we don't have room. Anything else I can do for you today? The total for your visit today is going to be $350. I'm sorry, what? The total for your visit today, so we did the annual exam, we did the vaccines, we did senior screen blood work, fecal, and a heartworm test. But why am I paying for the exam when I paid for it last year? It is a yearly exam, and we do require it for you to get your vaccines updated. Am I missing something? Because I did that already. I did that last year when I was here. Yes, but every year when you come in and you do your vaccines, the doctor does have to do an exam again. That just doesn't make sense to me. I already did a meet and greet with the doctor when I was a new client here, so now you're saying every year I have to see the doctor? Okay, so our veterinarians requiring the exam is kind of like you going in for your regular wellness to your physician or to your dentist. You know, they always do an exam before doing any kind of treatments and different things like that. We just want to make sure that your pet is healthy enough to receive all of the vaccines. No, I'm not going to be doing that. I don't want an exam for vaccines. So there is TCAP and vaccination station right down the road, and they do complimentary exams with their vaccines. No, but I really like Dr. Smith. I want to continue to see him. Okay, then yes, if you do want to continue to come and see Dr. Smith, you do have to pay for the exam. You are paying for his time and his resources. But I paid $350 last year, and I did the exam last year. Yes, ma'am, just as you're paying for the vaccines and the blood work and everything again, you do have to pay for those when you come in and get them, just like the exam. Again, there are different alternative options that I can offer you, but to see Dr. Smith and to come to this clinic, you do have to pay for the exam. But there are other doctors at this clinic, so would it be free to see them instead of Dr. Smith, since I would be a new client to that particular doctor? No, ma'am, you would still have to pay for their time and for the exam, just like you are right now. I just really don't like that. That really just makes me feel uncomfortable. I mean, why does the dog have to be seen every single year for vaccines? That just seems like a scam to me, honestly. Ma'am, have you never been to the doctor before? Like to a human doctor? It's kind of the same. It's kind of the same thing. So it's ready for your card. Hi, ma'am. Are you ready to get checked out? Ma'am, are you ready to get checked out? It looks like the nurse has your invoice ready. The nurse sent me up here. Are you ready for me or no? Yes, for the third time. I'm ready for you. So we have the exam, ear cytology, and Momenamax going home. It's $200. Sorry, $200? I've never heard that number before for these items. Paper right here that's connected to the soap note. This is the estimate that you signed with the nurse. I never approved for some kind of ear drops that I could probably just go get at PetSmart or Petco. And I also never approved for cytology. I'm not sure what that is, but I didn't approve it, and I didn't even see anybody doing that in the room. So after the doctor came in the room and explained to you everything that was gonna happen, the nurse came back in, grabbed your dog, took them to the back, did the cytology and the ear cleaning, and then you're being sent home with the Momenamax, which is a prescription. So it's not just at your cleaner that you can go get over the counter. I'm sorry, what? Okay, ma'am, I can see that you're clearly busy, so if you don't mind just taking a step to the side, there are 3 or 4 people in line waiting to get checked out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give you a call back. Okay, I don't want the Momentum-X. Take it off of my invoice. Okay, so then you're not being sent home with any medication to treat your dog's ear infection. Do you understand? That's fine, I understand. Everywhere in the world that sells dog food has ear cleaners. So I'm not paying for overpriced prescription ear cleaner just so y'all can make a buck. Okay, well, we'll see you in a few weeks. Whenever your dog's ear infection doesn't go away, gets worse, and now will need more treatment, but you don't want to get the ear cleaner. So the exam and cytology charge is ready for you. I'm sorry, is it ready for me? It is. It's ready. Welcome into the very busy vet clinic. How may I help you? I can't just look around. You absolutely can. I'll be right here if you need anything. Ma'am. Ma'am? Yes, ma'am, I'm still right here. How can I help you? I could not find a single person to help me over in the food area. Okay, yeah, I am the only receptionist up here, and the food area is 2 steps right there. So how can I help you? What are you looking for? I don't care how many steps it is. I need help and I have questions. Okay, how can I help you today? You're not gonna walk over to the food area with me? I need help over there. In order for me to better assist you, I do need to look up your chart because we do have multiple brands of prescription food. So I need to see what kind you get first. That is just one kind. This is just insane. A customer comes up to you, asks you for help, and you're not walking them over to the area that they need help with. Okay. We won't look at your chart. I'll come right over there, okay? Thank you. That is A1 quality customer care. I don't see my dog's food in this area. Maybe you can find it for me. Yes, this area is the Hills prescription diet for cats. So you're not gonna find any canine food over here. But let's go back up to the front. I'm gonna look at your chart just to make sure that you do get Hills food. How do you not know what kind of food I get? You came over here without that knowledge? Ma'am, can I have your first and last name so I can look up your chart? It's Karen Smith. Okay, so I do see in your dog's chart that they are on the gastrointestinal Royal Canin food. Our Royal Canin food is actually in the back. We don't have it up here in the front, so I'm gonna go run and grab it for you. Do you know, it looks like you get wet and dry food. Do you have a preference? See how easy this was? We should have just started with this in the beginning. I could not agree more with that statement. Thank you for coming into the vet clinic. How may I help you? I'll take a large cup of coffee, please. I'm sorry, a what? I'll have a large cup of coffee. Referring to the self-serve coffee over there in the lobby area? Yes, and I don't really know how many times more to say it, but I would like a cup of coffee. It is complimentary self-serve coffee, but let me get you checked in for your appointment first, and then once you're checked in while you're waiting, you're more than welcome to go over there and make yourself a cup. Okay, and I'd like non-fat milk steamed with a few more shots of espresso in my coffee. Ma'am, that is the cheapest brand of coffee that my manager was able to find at Walmart. This is not a Starbucks or even a restaurant for that matter. This is a vet clinic. Yeah, so it's just complimentary coffee. It's nothing special, I promise. My pet's name is Bella Smith, and I feel like maybe you should have a sign or something that says, I don't serve the coffee, I just sit here and check people in. Okay, clearly you do need a little bit of coffee to be a nicer person this morning. But again, it does say self-serve on the coffee machine over there. Feel free to have some. Bella Smith is... I will have as much coffee as I want because it's self-serve. If I would have known it was self-serve, I would have brought a bigger cup. Okay, well you do that. You're all checked in. I bet the tech's gonna have such a fun time with you today. Have a good day. Hi, welcome into the vet clinic. How may I help you? Hi, if I start bringing my dog to this vet clinic, am I gonna have an absurd wait time? Well, welcome in, And what do you mean? Like when I call, are you going to be able to get me in immediately? Whenever I come in for my scheduled appointments, am I going to have to sit up here and just watch you guys get behind? Okay, we're usually running on schedule and the wait time is usually not that long. There is the every once in a while when an emergency comes in or where you're just short-staffed for that day. I want to be guaranteed that I will have a 0 wait time in order for me to be a client here. That's just not a guarantee that I would be able to make. I want it in writing that I'm not ever going to have to wait if I come here, and I want it attached to my file. Okay, that's not really something that I can guarantee, but I can put you in, for the first appointment of the day on some days. You'd be the first one here and you wouldn't have to be waiting. Honestly, that's so inconvenient that you don't have things like that. My old vet clinic had that. Okay, good for them. But yeah, we don't have that here. I do apologize. Again, we usually are running on time and on schedule. We don't get behind very often, but on the occasion that we do, because there's an emergency or, again, if we're short-staffed, we can't say that we're never gonna not run behind. Does that make sense? Well, that doesn't really do it for me. Okay, did you have any other questions about our vet clinic, or was that your one kind of stipulation for coming here? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to come here then, and I'd like to speak to the hospital manager because I feel like this is something that you could easily guarantee, especially since I'm a new client and I have money. You could be super broke or be super rich and we would still not be able to guarantee that there wouldn't be a wait time. So if you want to take a seat, I'd be more than happy to go get the manager for you. Hi, welcome into the vet clinic. How may I help you? Hi, this is my puppy Bella, and we're here to check in for our vaccine appointment. Hi, Bella is so cute. Okay, yes, I do see Bella right here. It looks like we're just doing a few vaccines today, along with seeing the doctor. You're all checked in. They should be up shortly. Okay, thanks, and I was hoping that you could discuss your puppy package options with me. What do you mean, puppy package options? Like discounted rates or packages or whatever you guys have for puppies. Okay, we don't offer that here at our clinic. I know it can be popular among other clinics, but we don't have any kind of puppy packages or promotional discounts going on right now. So my uncle's actually a vet and his clinic has puppy packages. Okay, that's so cool. But at this clinic, we don't have puppy packages. But that's what he does for his customers, and I really want the same courtesy extended to me here. Okay, in this clinic right now, we do not have anything going on besides we have a couple food promotions going on. I could get you like a Royal Canin or a Hills coupon. We do have some of those, but other than that, we don't have puppy packages, and we don't accept, discounts from other clinics. But my uncle said it's really common for people to have puppy packages, and I just got a new puppy, so I need discounts. Okay, I'm sure your uncle's vet clinic would be happy to extend, the promotions and the packages to you at his vet clinic. So would you like to go to his vet clinic? No, he lives in a different state. I can't go see him. Okay, yeah, we don't offer puppy packages. We actually don't offer any kind of packages. Okay, well, I think I'm going to call my uncle because he said that there are puppy packages. Yes, I'm sure at his vet clinic there are puppy packages, but we don't have puppy packages at this clinic. So yes, if you want to call your uncle, please feel free, but you just let me know what you decide, okay? Thank you for coming into the very busy vet clinic. How may I help you? I have been calling all day long. Okay, I do apologize. We do have all of the lines on hold as well as the line of people behind you waiting to get helped. So how may I help you? I don't really care. I need help and I rushed all the way over here. Okay, what can I do for you? How may I help you? I just think it's so weird and kind of inconvenient that you guys just don't answer your phones. Like, why do I have to be standing here right now? Why are you not on the phone with me right now? Why are you talking to me? Ma'am, I'm trying to help you the best I can. We do prioritize the clients in front of us. So I am talking to you right now with those lines on hold. So for everyone to be assisted as quickly as possible, how can I help you? That's it? That's all you got? That's the explanation? Yes, that is the best way that I can tell you that we're busy. So what may I do for you today? I just need to schedule my dog for a nail trim. It's not that hard. You're absolutely right. It is not that hard, and it is not emergent either. So this could have totally waited on hold. But yes, while you're here, what's your first and last name so I can get you scheduled? It is Amanda Smith, please. Okay, we don't have any Amanda Smiths in our system. So would it be under a different last name or a different first name? No, I've never been here before. You've never been here before and you want to get a nail trim and this is the way it's starting out. So, okay, I'm going to have to get you set up in the system with a new client profile. That's just going to take a second. You are going to have to come in for an exam to see the doctor. We do need to make sure that your vaccines are up to date as well. Do you have records on your pet? Why would I have the records? You are at that clinic. I'm sure you would have the records, right? Well, no, since we've never seen you before, we wouldn't have your pet's records. Your previous vet clinic would, or if you just adopted your pet, do you have any adoption papers? No, I have none of that. Okay. We got none of that. Got it. And I also will not be seeing the doctor. I just need a nail trim. Not that hard. Okay. There are facilities that do nail trims without a doctor's exam, but since we are at that clinic, we do require you to be an established patient here to get any level of care along with a nail trim. So would you like to see the doctor or would you like to go somewhere else? I don't know. I'll try to call back later or I'll just pop in if I have time because this conversation is stupid and pointless. It is. I reluctantly agree with you. So have a good day. Thank you for calling the vet clinic. How may I help you? Wow, she finally answered the phone. That's so difficult. Good morning, sir. I do apologize. It has been quite a Monday. We are very, very busy, but how can I help you? What does the day of the week have to do with how busy you are? It doesn't. It actually doesn't matter at all. But what can I do for you? I need to get my dog in for boarding, and I'm going to be pissed if you don't have the dates because I've been trying to call and y'all haven't been answering. Okay, I did just turn the phone off night mode about 5 minutes ago. But okay, what is your first and last name and what are the dates that you're looking for? My name is Joe Smith with Floofydoofyy, and I don't know the dates. Joe Smith, perfect. I do see you in our system, and you don't know the dates that you need for boarding, is that correct? No, I have no idea what my drop-off or my pickup date would be. Okay, well, I can't really make a boarding reservation for you unless we know the drop-off and the pickup date. Do you want to give us a call back later when you know your travel dates? No, it took forever to get you on the phone. Okay, that's totally fine. Do you have maybe just like an estimation of when you're going to be gone and then we can just book it for you just in case, and then you can come back and edit it. I can't guarantee that the dates are going to be there if you don't know the exact ones, but at least you'd have a reservation. That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. Okay, well, I can't help you if you don't know your dates. Do you have flights booked or are you driving? Do you have any idea of what day you're going to be leaving town at all? No, I have no idea. I just know that I need boarding for my dog when I'm gone. Maybe I could just drop him off the day that I leave. Okay, we don't accept walk-ins for boarding because it is based on availability that we have in the kennel space. We do need to know your drop-off date and your pickup date. But I need the boarding reservation regardless. I don't know those things yet. You're asking a lot of me. Sir, I'm asking you the most basic questions to get this boarding reservation made for you. This is ridiculous. I knew you were going to be useless when you couldn't even answer the damn phone. The text said that I could come and get checked out now. Of course, ma'am. Let me get your chart all pulled up and just take a look. Does your card machine's tap not work? Why is my card not going through right now? Okay, yes, ma'am. Just 1 second. I almost have it pulled up. Looks like today we did the exam and a few vaccines. It's going to be $150. The nurse said that I was ready to be checked out. So what's taking so long? I'm just going over the charges with you just really quickly. But the card machine is now ready for you. Took you long enough. Why is it not accepting my card? You do just have to hold it down on the sensor just for more than a second before pulling it back up, or you can insert the card at the bottom or swipe it at the top. How about you just do it? I'd be more than happy to help you so you can leave quicker. There you go. You're all set. Wait, I just got a notification from my bank. Okay, yes ma'am. And? Why is it saying that I got charged for $150? Yes, as I was explaining before, we did the exam and then we did a few vaccines today. Don't you usually go over the bill with somebody before you just charge them? Ma'am, I did go over everything with you before you swiped your card and almost broke the machine just hitting it so many times with your credit card. Would you like your receipt printed or emailed? Whatever, I don't have time for this. Thanks for calling the vet clinic. How may I help you? Hi, I need to drop off my dog for boarding this coming Sunday to next Sunday. So unfortunately, we don't do boarding on Sundays, but we are open Fridays and Saturdays as well if you want to drop off then. I didn't say Friday or Saturday. I said Sunday because I have a job. I don't know if you know what that feels like, but that's the only day I can drop off is on Sunday. Okay, again, we're not able to do drop-offs on Sunday. We are off. That is the only day of the week that we are closed though. So on Saturdays we close at 1 and we open up at 9. So would you be able to maybe come at 9 or 1 o'clock? What are you not comprehending right now? You just get in your car, you drive up to the clinic, you open the door and you take my dog on a Sunday. No ma'am, we can't come up here on Sundays and just open up the clinic for you to drop off for boarding. But again, we do have other days that we are available. So do you want to look into any other days or is there anything else I can help you with? Yes, obviously, I still need help. I need to drop off my dog for boarding this Sunday. Okay, we wouldn't be able to do Sunday to Sunday because we're not open. Yes, we do come up here to check on the dogs, but it is just the kennel staff and we're not able to intake or outtake dogs at that time. Well, you just lost a customer for your terrible customer service skills. I'm taking my money elsewhere. Would you like me to give you the names of the 24/7 clinics in the area to see if they're open on Sundays? Okay, have a good day.